All right, well, I was getting ready for bed, and I'm trying to keep everyone informed, keeping everyone up on the news. I know that there are other things going on in the world, so I'm going to try to bring you some more variety tomorrow morning. But just moments ago, the reports broke that there was another ICE-involved incident in which somebody received an unwanted lead injection. And this comes moments after Tim Walz did a hilariously disastrous live stream filled with constant audio failures in which he directly went after ICE and directly told the far leftists that still follow him, at least in my opinion, to continue to harass ICE officers. And the reason I got out of bed to make this video was because it just highlights how dangerous the job is that these ICE officials are doing, and how stupid these protesters are. At around 7 p.m., I'm told, Central Time, there was an incident where ICE was, let me get to this correct thing, leftists have suddenly swarmed federal agents in Minneapolis after an ICE agent had to defend himself against a Venezuelan migrant who attacked him with a shovel. It's become aggressive here. The migrant was reportedly hit in the leg. Now, I'm wondering if ICE is taking unnecessary risks here by, firing to wound instead of firing to take a life because they're worried about PR. But even in this case, right, like, I don't know how much more we need to get the Insurrection Act. That's what a lot of people are concerned about. But these guys went in to pick up an illegal who attacked them, and then leftists with their N95 masks stormed the scene to make things even more dangerous.
Is it ebbs and flows. So 1 minute, there's a small protest at the federal building. The next minute, these people with whistles and an agenda show up to these different sites across.
That's because they're all coordinated digitally, by the way.
Across the city. That's what DHS has been saying. What we know right now from our colleague Bill Malugin, who just got off the phone with his federal sources, Sean, is that a man who was a target of an ICE operation from Venezuela, who ICE says was in the country illegally, was a target in this operation here in Minnesota. So they go to the door. That's when they say this Venezuelan migrant held up a shovel, tried to assault one of their agents. And you can hear those chants there in the background as protesters show up. That's when they say use the shovel to try and assault the agent. Shots were fired. This Venezuelan teen, we're told, was shot in the leg, expected to be okay. Bill Malugin telling me there's actually a picture that a source texted him of this guy on a stretcher smiling, kind of giving a thumbs up as he's taking.
So again, you know why he's smiling? Is because he knows he's going to probably spend the next 6 months in the country, and leftists will probably send him $500,000 on a give, send, go. He smiled after he attacked an ICE officer. He knew this crowd of white loser liberals would be out here to cheer for him. Again, this is who these people are cheering for. Everybody can agree it doesn't feel the same deporting a toddler who didn't make a choice to illegally cross the border. That doesn't change whether or not they have to go back or not, but it is a little different. The majority, according to a chart shared by John Fetterlump today, almost 70% of all ICE arrests have been against criminals. Let me pull that up real quick. Hey, if you appreciate the late night video, I hope that you'll leave a like on the video, and then all I ask is that you subscribe. That's it. It's absolutely free to do. Subscribe or follow. Here, 32 minutes just in. ICE agents ventilate Venezuelan suspect in Minneapolis after he attacked them with a shovel. And I wanted to find this. My dogs are all confused. They're going all over the place down there because they're like, wait, were you back at work? Go back to bed, Dad. Here we have John Fetterman comes out in full support of ICE's deployment nationwide.
Border, and it was skyrocketing, and it's like, that's unsustainable. When you reach almost 300,000 people, that's unsustainable, and we need to You know, as a Democrat, it shouldn't be unreasonable to want to secure our border and do it in that way. And now let's also talk about ICE. Now, absolutely, again, what happened in Minneapolis was absolutely tragic. And then now, if you think, now this is from the Washington Post, you know, this is the latest statistics. These are people that ICE now are, no, it's like now, 67% have criminal charges, pending ones, or that. So that's more than 2/3. You know,
so only what Federal Lump stumbled over here is if you look at this chart of the people that ICE is apprehending. Let's go here. I don't know if I can see it clearly or not.
These are people that ICE.
So with violent conviction, any past conviction, pending criminal charges, that's not 67%. It's actually, well, yeah, I guess they must say 67 because it says 33% of them have no existing criminal charges. Now, they have crossed the border legally, and thus they need to go back. But the point is, when you have a Democrat out here telling people outright, hey, we're not just like arresting, you know, mom and pop, whatever's. We're out here, you know, 70% of the people that are getting picked up by ICE have criminal records. This idea when you have like, you know, Joe Rogan coming out and be like, oh, they're like, you know, I don't know, it's so strange. They're scooping up these little babies who are just, you know, walking around with their lollipops. That's simply not true. Now, 33% is a not insignificant number, but 100% of everyone, you know, 100% of that 33% are in this country illegally.
Now, or any kinds of illegal things, you know, but so me, I think two things can be true. You know, round up all the criminals, deport them. They shouldn't have ever been here, and they definitely have to go. And now I don't know, want to see more and more things happening in Minneapolis now too. So two things must be true, and I strongly reject the extreme on either side, you know, about this now. So we must be true, and you know,
boy, that's some word salad from Federal Lump. But you have this situation now where you have people on the scene, you know, a crowd is gathering. Everybody's really hoping this is going to be their, you know, George Floyd.
But going to the hospital. So we'll get more on what's going on there at the scene. But it's become aggressive here. And I saw it today when I was on the ground with law enforcement here, with ICE agents here in Minnesota. It's something we've been keeping an eye on as it continues to grow. But it comes as the governor here, Tim Walz, who's also under investigation in this huge fraud scheme here, Sean, just told people, hey, these are just our neighbors. And if you see them getting arrested, take out your cell phone and record. Watch.
Armed, masked, undertrained ICE agents are going door to door, ordering people to point out where their neighbors of color live.
Neighbors of color. I mean, this is absolutely bonkers. Absolute. I mean, you have Tim Walz doing a disastrous live stream tonight, telling people, hey, get involved. You know, I mean, again, I am 100% fine with protesting. I am. But this is not what's happening. You're seeing these mobs of people showing up and causing, you know, a scene and getting violent with people.
Over people indiscriminately.
Oh, indiscriminately.
Including U.S. citizens, and demanding to see their papers. And if you see these ICE agents in your neighborhood, take out that phone and hit record. Help us create a database of the atrocities against Minnesotans.
Atrocities.
But that's just not what we saw today on the streets of Minneapolis. You can see the protesters are continuing to erupt here with.
Again, this is Tim Walz. He's fanning the flames. He's saying, you know, hey, get out on the streets. The fact of the matter is ICE has a very dangerous job, and that according to their own data, Democrat supported data, 67% of the interactions are with people with legitimate criminal records or pending charges. You have this huge federal law enforcement presence at Minneapolis Federal Building. Leftist riders do not stand a chance against these men. I mean, you have...
Get the fuck walk out of our community.
Yeah.
Nobody wants you here. Christy, no one wants to sacrifice one of you. Sacrifice trying to get these fuckers killed, you know that, right?
Yeah, Christy, no one wants to sacrifice one of you. It's absolute bedlam. Tim Walz is fanning the flames. And just again tonight, this won't be the end of it, but I will be on the story. I will be reporting as news breaks. So make sure you click that like button, you subscribe to my channel, and we'll talk to you again. Well, hopefully when I wake up in the morning. We'll see. We'll see.